Coach, what are your biggest question marks going into the season?
Just to get off to a good start and to play with some cohesion, because it's a real totally new starting five that's starting like from scratch. So I'm excited though. I'm excited to see how they come out and play and what they do when they're put under the pressure of playing in front of hopefully over 10,000 people.
Tahina's
Hit, bam, show up.
Tahina's new to us, but obviously not new to big time basketball. What is she bringing to the table for you right now?
Leadership, calmness, poiseness, intellect. She communicates well. She really understands what needs to happen out there on the floor, and she's got a great group of listeners. So that's pretty cool to see develop.
Going over this camp, who've been the players who've kind of taken that step forward that you wanted to see?
Camilla.
Yeah.
Camilla's, is being dominant. She's got to put it on the floor though. Like she's putting it here. So the next step is to be dominant every play that she's on the floor in the game. She communicates extremely well out there, and she has listeners. And then it's a couple of people that have been. I think Fagan has stepped up pretty big. We've been playing her on the perimeter and playing her in the post, so we'll have to play her a little bit at both positions. Of course, everybody's had their day. Those players have been probably, and then Ashlyn Watkins have been really, really consistent.
How hard has it been for Camilla to take that step forward? Because she certainly did look comfortable here the last couple of years playing behind the lead.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard stepping up into a place in which you just kind of let somebody else do it, and you just bring what you can bring to the table. But when it's you have to be on every day, every day, and that's her process. I don't think she was on every day in the beginning, but at some point she just said, it's me. So she talks a lot more. She's more energetic. She's a much better practice player.
What's the biggest part of blending a veteran like her and all the new talent that you brought in?
There's a pecking order. Camilla's our go-to. We want her to touch the ball basically anytime we have to set up in the half court. She's a rim runner, so if she's open, we need her to touch the basketball. We're gonna need her to give her some easy looks, because we know people are going to collapse on her. She's got to be able to play through the crowd as well. And then, everybody's aggressive. Everybody wants to do well. But now is the time in which we're going to have to pick a starting lineup. We're going to have to define some roles. And there might be some roles that people don't want. They just have to accept them and embrace them. They don't have to stay in them, because production will tell you where your role needs to go, whether it needs to increase or decrease or stay the same.
Let's talk about starting lineups. Obviously the game on Sunday, then you go overseas. When do you expect that to kind of, emerge for you, the starting lineup?
It's an everyday thing. It really is, to see who's playing well on each day. All of them have been playing, pretty consistent. Some more than others. But we'll know on Sunday. We have to know on Sunday.
To get to play a Power 5 exhibition, does that benefit you guys with how stacked the schedule is early on?
Yes, I'd rather play Power 5s. I'd rather the NCAA. I think it drums up great like women's basketball excitement. It takes a waiver and something catastrophic for it to happen. And I think it should be a part of our game. We get 2 opportunities. One of them, you should have a choice of playing a Power 5 or not. Maybe we'll put that legislation in for them to talk about. But I think it's good. It's a build-up. You wanna see where you are. And we do it. We do it in close scrimmages. But I think the public will want to know.
Don, there's going to be work Sunday, but it's also going to be an emotional day. I would remembering Nikki. Just what does this game mean that you guys can have a tribute to her? like
Yeah,
this?
it's hard. Like I watching Rutgers, and you see her on the bench, and you like slow down, and you like zoom in, and it kind of takes you back. So it is emotional, but it's a tribute to a person that really loved basketball. Like this basketball season will be without Nikki McCray, and I know Coquise and Rutgers, they feel it. I know we feel it, and she wasn't even on our bench for some time, but the text messages, the checking in, the running stuff by, the rigmarole of getting started and where we could create an edge. She was still a part of us, even though she wasn't on our bench, and she helped us throughout the season.
Obviously, she was so huge to this program. Just how much was her impact on this program and getting it to where it is now?
Huge. We don't win our first national championship without Nikki. When we won, UConn was her scout. She had them down. She had them. She could call them out. Again, this right ear probably still hasn't recovered from her screaming in it, which actually is a good thing because I'll always remember her. So it's a great tribute, partnering with a great organization in the middle who, the person that started this organization actually went through treatment during some of the time Nikki was going through treatment. So there's a huge connection there that will benefit her and her cause, which is giving funds to those women who are going through breast cancer that can't quite pay for the treatment because it's a costly one. So, what better way? Nikki was a giver, and she still finds a way to give.